Yo, let's go, and today's video is on Void Reaver. Couple things to point out, not many. It's a pretty short fight, I think it's like 3.5 minutes. But our guild's doing the everybody clump up in melee range strat and have hunters kite around the outer ring to take the orbs. What I plan on doing for Void Reaver is keeping up both Insect Swarm and Moonfire, since there's no spell pushback on instant casts, obviously, but there is on Starfire, so there's a lot of spell pushback on this. So keeping up the dots, I think, is going to help your DPS overall. And then, so we're starting off with the Fairy Fire, Insect Swarm, Moonfire, into Starfire, which is the standard opening I use to not get a lot of threat right off the bat and potentially pull off the tank. During heroism, the way I'm trying to burst is to have Barkskin up first, and then Trinket and Destropot, and then only casting Starfires until Barkskin is over with. So I snuck a Wrath in there too, just to try to get one more cast in without spell pushback. But the mana on this fight isn't too crazy since it is a shorter fight and there's a lot of spell pushback, so you're not getting as many Starfire casts off using as much mana as other fights. I tried to use Force of Nature. They didn't last long. So I use them over here. They're up for only a couple seconds and then they're just dead. I think I've used it outside of pounding too, even like in this phase. Maybe I have it. Maybe if you pop them right after the pounding, I'll try that next week. Maybe they'll last longer, but both weeks so far, they've just died pretty quick. So not much value, I think, for Force of Nature for this fight. So the time of the fight kind of works out. What I haven't done is use this second Barkskin immediately off of cooldown so that it lines back up with the Destropot again. So I think I use it. Maybe I just hold it. I think I use it and then I have to wait for it to come back off cooldown again once my Destropot's off cooldown. So yeah, see, I use it here and the potions have like, what is that, 30 seconds left, so then I have to wait another 30 seconds after it comes off to use it again at the end of the fight. But I am able to get 2 rounds of burst, one during heroism and then the second one just at the end of the fight. We haven't tried any other strat where we're outside, like the ranged are outside and move for the orb. I don't know if that's better. If you're outside on the edge, let me know how you're doing out there. Does it look harder? Is it easier? We can look at the DPS I had for this fight at the end here and see how I did. Alright, so I've got the Barkskin up again, Trinket, and Destropot, just pumping Starfire. 6666. Yeah, so this is probably my least favorite fight, I think, of Phase 2, just because there's not much going on. You're just kind of standing there. All the spell pushback just doesn't feel good. 3 minutes, 13 seconds. We had 1155 DPS. The first attempt I had 1200 DPS. This attempt, for some reason, I had like 11% less crit on Starfire. I had 28.9 on this one, and well, I guess only 10%, but 38.8% on this fight. So the crit range is just insane, like 10% crit difference from 2 fights. So I felt like I did a lot better on this attempt, but just that crit was holding me back. Well, that's it for this fight. I'll see you guys in the next one.